right outside, so come on in, don't be shy. We've got ghosts and UFOs. Brace yourself, get ready for the show. Don't be afraid of the dark, the fun's about to start. Nightmares or tales will inspire. Oh, tonight at the Scaredy Campfire. Have you heard tell of a demon next door? Or maybe a cryptid on the lake shore? There's nothing too strange for us here, so if you're ready, stamp out your fear. Don't be afraid of the dark, the fun's about to start. Nightmares or tales will inspire. Tonight at the Scaredy Campfire. Whoa, whoa.
Welcome back, campers, to episode 60 of the Scaredy Campfires. Tonight, we explore what happens when something follows you home. Not loudly, not all at once, but patiently. It waits, it watches, and it knows exactly when you'll stop looking over your shoulder. Tonight's story comes from Reddit user u/Mr. Slacking Off, and it takes us back to a single night in 1993 when they were just 5 years old. A family visit, a shared bed, a quiet room in a New Jersey home. But what should have been an ordinary childhood memory became something far darker, something reflected back from a mirror that should have shown nothing at all. I have a classic ghost story experience I have been wanting to share, and today's the day. It was 1993 and I was 5 years old. Me and my two sisters, 12 and 8 at the time, were spending the night at my grandparents' house in New Jersey. My grandparents had one spare bedroom with a king-sized bed that we were all sharing for the night. I have no idea what time it was. I just know it was some time after we all fell asleep. I suddenly woke up and immediately looked at the mirror attached to the dresser and was instantly and absolutely terrified. I don't know who or why, but for whatever reason, a spirit or entity, whatever you prefer, was fully visible in the mirror looking at me and waving. Maybe the scariest part at that time was the fact that it was a full-on skeleton, just skull and bones taunting me. I pretty quickly started freaking out, and my older sister woke up. She began panicking and stood up on the bed to pull the string on the ceiling fan light to turn it on. My middle sister has quite literally slept through earthquakes, so she missed out on the incident. Eventually, my older sister grabbed the pull string, got the light on, and the skeleton was gone. I don't remember much about the rest of the night. I can remember my grandmother coming in very shortly after the commotion and checking on us. I'm 37 now, and this occurrence has definitely stuck with me. I won't look at a mirror in the dark to this day. My bedroom does not and has never had a mirror in it until this day. This incident definitely came up throughout my life, from teens, 20s, 30s. No one ever said it didn't happen. But as a human, of course, I kind of told myself that stuff isn't real or doesn't happen. We would refer to it at times and keep it moving. When I was 30, I was together with my family and story time came up. This was the first time I ever asked my oldest if she saw it too, and she said that she had. It was wild to get confirmation all those years later. As an adult, it doesn't scare me. I truly feel like, what an asshole about whoever or whatever that was. Like, thanks for the trauma, asshole. Some encounters fade as we grow older, dismissed as imagination, or half-remembered dreams. But this one didn't disappear. It waited. Decades later, a simple question brought confirmation that it was never just one child's fear. Whatever waved from that mirror left more than a scare behind. It left a lifelong instinct to avoid reflections in the dark, because once you've seen something looking back at you, something that shouldn't be there, you never really forget. And mirrors, after all, don't always show what's in the room, only what's watching. Tonight's second story comes from Reddit user u/bark of wisdom, and it blurs the line between memory, grief, and something far harder to explain. Years after the sudden loss of a younger brother, a familiar ritual, playing his favorite video game together, turned unsettling when a strange player appeared deep in the map. No enemies nearby, no logical reason to be there, just the sound of a chainsaw cutting the air, and a username that shouldn't have existed at all. My brother was 16 when he passed away suddenly, tragically, a few years ago. He was obsessed with a particular video game. Me and my sister play often now in his memory. Well, we had a strange encounter last night. We were playing on teams, duos, means 2 people to a team, and we were only about 2 minutes into the game, way far out on the map, away from all the other players with no one around, when we suddenly started to hear what sounded like a chainsaw, slashing over and over and over repetitively. We could not figure out where in the world the sound came from. There was no one around. We looked high and low, later found out via game replay that they managed to be on the very top of the roof above us. But after approximately 10 minutes of this boy character standing in place, slashing at the air with a saw tool, it jumped off of the roof and landed next to my sister and stood there. Of course, she reacted to it as enemy and shot it. However, we kept making the joke that it was probably our little brother trying to prank us. After all, me and my family have had lights turning on, especially in this old room, and things getting knocked over at random moments, cereal boxes, items on shelf, etc. I investigated more into this account because it was an odd occurrence and even weirder that the person was totally alone in a game of teams. Well, the username included my brother's name, no joke, so that freaked us out. But it wasn't that username that we know. Fast forward, me and my sister were strolling down the list of recently played with users. His real username was on that list, saying that we played with him a couple days ago. I'm so freaked out. Tonight I was on Messenger with a friend telling her all about this. When she wrote me back and said it was his spirit saying hello, her entire phone screen turned black and white. She took a picture of the phone using her kid's phone and sent it to me to show me. She reset it all and it came back to normal color. This whole time I had a cold scalp feeling and goosebumps with cold air all around me. When my brother died, I had his items from the crime scene in a box in a room. I had to leave the house that night because I could literally hear noises and shuffling around in the room the box was in. I also kept feeling this weird sense of dread as if I was having his thoughts and panic such as, oh my god, what happened to me? This can't be. And it freaked me out so bad that I had to leave and stay elsewhere. Has anyone else encountered deceased loved ones online or on old accounts at all like this? I only have ever read a story about the one guy's deceased girlfriend that was messaging him online weird short messages. That story was creepy as fuck. By the way, before anyone suggests it, I checked with the company of this video game and it's been confirmed that the username cannot be pawned off or erased, dissolved with long periods of inactivity. I guess there is the possibility that his account was hacked, but come on, what are the odds? On one of the most popular video games on the planet where hundreds of thousands of people play every minute. Also, I asked what the odds were of this happening and Google says it's extremely rare, next to impossible. Neither of us had him added on the game, so he was not on our friends list. Maybe it was a coincidence, a hacked account, a glitch buried deep in code, or maybe it was something far more personal, a brother finding a way to say hello in one place he loved most, the cold air, the goosebumps, the phone screen draining of color at the exact moment his name was spoken. Those details linger, because sometimes grief doesn't just haunt our thoughts, it follows us into the digital spaces we thought were safe. And once you start wondering who might still be logging in from the other side, it's hard to ever press ready up the same way again. That concludes episode 60, campers. If you feel footsteps matching your own, don't stop to listen. Whatever's behind you prefers pursuit. Until next time, stay vigilant and don't slow down.
As the night gets longer and the darkness creeps in, with the eerie silence broken only by whispering wind, come gather round the fire, the flickering flames, and hear the tales of the spooky and the strange. Chill up your back, a shiver up your spine. You'll be haunted by the things that you find. Legends will unfold and stories will be told at a scary campfire, for only